Hi there, and welcome to another information technology training video. In this video, I will be walking you through how to use the phones in our district. You'll get to know the two different models of phones we have, depending on the building you're at, how to dial an external number versus an internal extension, and you'll learn what some of the buttons are and what they do, how to transfer a call, and how to check your voicemail. Our first phone is our 7900 series. This phone can come in either a 2-line or a 6-line configuration. Almost everyone has the 2-line configuration of this phone. Certain secretaries or those positions needing more lines have the 6-line variation of this device. But both operate in the exact same manner. Our second phone is our 7800 series. These phones can be found in our two new buildings at Apple Valley and Summit View Elementary. These phones operate in the exact same manner, just with some small layout changes and visual differences. Up in the top third area of the phones are the screen, as well as the line buttons on the right side of the screen. And there's a row of 4 gray buttons along the bottom. These buttons along the bottom are called soft keys. These soft keys coordinate with what's displayed on the screen directly above each button, and their use will change depending on if you're on a call or not. If you see on the phone soft keys a ... this means there are more options, and when you press this button, it will change the soft keys to show other options. On the screen, in the upper left-hand corner, is the current date and time. And in the top right is the phone number that appears on the receiver's end when you place an external call. Usually this is the main line of the building. And below that are any lines that you may have on this phone. The buttons on the right side actually do light up, and their color will change for different functionality. Each of these buttons are tied to an extension. Depending on your role in the district, you may have the main line to the building, as well as your own personal extension. Or you may have your personal extension as well as an intercom line. These lights will be clear if there are no incoming or active calls on that line. Steady green when you are on a call. Flashing green if the call is on hold. Flashing amber if there is an incoming call. Or solid red if the line is a shared line and another person is actively on a call using that line. Below the soft keys, there are the up and down navigation keys, and in the center of the navigation keys on the 7800 series, the center is also the select key. The keypad numbered 0 through 9 with star and pound keys, as well as other buttons for the directory, voicemail, a volume rocker to change the ringer, speakerphone, or receiver call volume. Notice, this is where the two models vastly differ in their layout of buttons. The light at the top of the handset will flash when there is an active incoming call, and it will be fully illuminated when you have a voicemail on any line. Below the handset is a speaker grill where the microphone and speaker are used for speakerphone or intercom conversations. Now that you know what the phones look like and where the physical buttons are located, let's move on to dialing. To dial an extension, just pick up the handset or press the speakerphone icon to get a dial tone and dial your party's 4-digit extension. If you do not know your party's extension, press the directories icon. This icon looks like an open book. And use the navigation keys to navigate either up or down until you get to the corporate directory option. Then, use the soft key on our older model, or the button located in the center of the navigation keys, to select the corporate directory. Now, use the navigation keys as well as the keypad to punch in the party's first or last name, or if you don't know either one of those, you can also search by the directory number. When using the keypad, you will need to hit the same button 2, 3, or 4 times to get to the second, third, or fourth letter on that key, just like the old T9 texting days. Some of you have to remember texting on an old Motorola Razr or a T-Mobile Sidekick. It would take forever just to send a 5-word sentence. Please note that you do not need to fully enter either the first or last name. When you hit the Search soft key, it will search the directory using the information you've provided. Once you hit the Search key, use the navigation keys to scroll up or down until the person you want to dial is highlighted. Then, just press the Dial soft key, and the phone will instantly call the person that you have highlighted on speakerphone. Or, just pick up the handset, and the phone will immediately dial the highlighted person using the handset speaker and microphone. To dial an external number, press the speakerphone button or pick up the handset, and before dialing your external number, you need to dial 8. After dialing 8, you'll hear the pitch of the dial tone get much higher. For local calling, enter the party's 7-digit phone number. For example, 8 plus 972-6020. For long distance calling, dial the 8 plus 1, the area code, plus the party's 7-digit number. For example, 8 plus 1, and then 888-275-2273. When you are done, hang up the handset or press the speakerphone button to end the call. Now onto 911 calling. When dialing 911, you do not need to dial the 8 first. To dial for emergency services, you may just pick up the handset or press the speakerphone icon and literally dial 911. If you are on an active phone call, you can actually place a caller on hold by pressing the phone's soft key that has the word hold above it. To resume the conversation, press the phone's resume soft key, or press the flashing green button next to the active line up on the screen. If you need to transfer a call, while you're on an active call, press the transfer soft key and enter the extension you wish to transfer the caller to. If you wish to speak to the recipient before transferring, you may do so before pressing the transfer soft key to hand off the call. You may cancel the transfer at any time by pressing the cancel soft key. Setting up a voicemail inbox. You will need to set up your voicemail inbox the very first time you log into the system. To do so, lift the handset and press the voicemail key. You should have been provided a PIN via email to you when the IT department sets up your voicemail box. You will be prompted to enter the provided PIN. After you enter this PIN, press the pound key. The first time you log into the voicemail system, you will need to set up your recorded name, personal greeting, and set a new PIN. To set up your recorded name, listen to the prompts and wait for the beep to record your name. And if you are satisfied with the recording when the system plays it back, press the pound key to confirm. You will then be prompted about your personal greeting. You can use the system default by pressing 1 and then the pound key. Or you can record your own greeting by following the prompts. You will then need to set a new personal PIN. Enter at least a 6-digit PIN and press the pound key. You will need to re-enter this PIN you created to ensure it is the PIN you would like. Note, your PIN needs to meet complexity requirements. Some of these requirements are: your PIN can't contain any repeating numbers. Your PIN cannot contain your extension. Once you have created a PIN and have entered it twice, press the pound key to continue. Congratulations! You've now set up your voicemail inbox. Checking a voicemail internally. Now that your voicemail box is set up, I'll teach you how to check your voicemail. To start, press the voicemail button to listen on speaker, or pick up the handset and press the voicemail button. Now, just listen to and follow the prompts to check your voicemail. I have also provided a picture of all of the codes you can dial while in the voicemail system to do various things like change your voicemail PIN, change your recorded name, and manage any alternate greetings that you may have created. This exact picture can also be found in the email IT sent with your initial PIN to get into the voicemail system. If you ever can't remember your PIN, you can submit a ticket with our IT department or call the extension 4020 and we can assist you in getting your PIN reset. Checking a voicemail externally. If you ever need to check your voicemail while not in front of your desk phone, you can actually use your cell phone or any other phone to dial in and check your voicemail. From any phone, dial 509-972-5777. The system will ask for your ID. This is your internal extension, for example, 4020. Then press the pound key. Then enter your PIN and press the pound key. The system will announce your name just to let you know that this is your extension, and then just follow the prompts like you normally would to check and manage your voicemail. Congratulations! You've learned about our 2 different models of phones located in our district. There are a few differences, as well as how to log into the voicemail system and set up your recorded name, personal greeting, and PIN. While this is the conclusion of this training, I look forward to seeing you in the next one.